So here we are again. What's up in the shop number 2. I'll just do these as when I have something interesting to show you. Just got some new tripods. If you film with your camera or want to take still shots and steady still shots, or film with your camera, use one of these. The one that's holding the phone right now is similar to this. I just got a different type as a bit of a backup. This is only costs about $9 on eBay. Nothing really special. It has this sort of arrangement where you clamps the phone in landscape mode, adjustment at the back. These octopus type legs, pretty generic. They bend, stabilize, do whatever you want. That wasn't the point of this video. The point of this was just an update on all this stuff. What I was impressed with was this handheld mount. Only $6 in ABS plastic. You can see the way it folds up to almost like a pistol grip. If you want to point and shoot, whether you're holding your GoPro, a DSLR, or your phone, these just fold out. Adjustment down here for angle. It's got that standard M6 bolt. Comes with the clamp for a phone. That just screws on. Same style as the other one. Spring-loaded clamp. $6. Pretty impressed with that. Not bad at all. Just a few other things we've got today. Just some repeats, some copies of tools that I have. Sometimes these balls and spring fall out, and I need a second set. But these are just socket adapters for your impact driver. Pretty obvious connection there to your impact driver. 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch, 1/2 inch adapters. When you want to use normal sockets in an impact driver and not use it in, say, a high torque impact driver, and then you would need to use impact sockets. So instead of you adapting in your screwdriver bits, you can put it in the socket adapter and use a socket to do up a long bolt, etc., etc., something like that. I try out various things for solutions I need. One of them is trying to find good quality cigarette lighter plugs. Trying these out. What I've shown is why I've taken this apart. Is I take this apart so I can get rid of the standard skinny wiring and replace it with thicker gauge wiring all the way from the connections all the way out. I've had good luck with these in the past, so I thought I'd just try some blank ones and see how we go. That's how it looks all put together. Those are only $3. These socket adapters, like $5 a set. Another company we might be doing some work with, some videos and tool use and review, is Amos Industries. They're doing some very cost-effective cobalt drill bit sets. They're mainly in the drilling, cutting and grinding space. Also some CNC router bits they do as well. Check out the machining on this 10mm bit. You can just see the way that machining is finished on the edge of that flute. Now I have trialed it. This is a 10mm hole in 3mm steel. Look how clean that has come out. And I went in steps from 4, 6, 8, 10mm with a touch of drilling, compound drilling, liquid oil. It came out really good. This is their cobalt 22mm hole saw bit. There's the puck that came out. You can see how clean it goes down and the clean edges. There's the 22mm hole in mild steel. Very nice. Doesn't chatter, doesn't wander around. You can see the consistency of the chips. The blades are nice and sharp. It's doing good. So we'll be doing some more product testing and videos and reviews and use with Amos Industries. So here's just some new electronic items I'm playing with. Decided to try out one of these. They only cost like $4 or $5. Obviously that's a USB inline watt meter. When there's a load on the load side, it gives you the running amps and amp hours and time, etc. And obviously you'll see the voltage of when there's a load on there. The voltage will change. This is really good to see what chargers are actually putting out what amperage, whether they are in fact true, whether you're getting the right charge to your charger. Many things are powered off 5-volt chargers these days, so it's just good to know that you're getting the proper charge in there, and these chargers are actually putting out what they claim. Just got one of these 60 volt rated 130 amp, not that you put 130 amps through that. It's a watt meter, inline watt meter. They're only $12 each. I'm going to use that on the solar input side, and then also another one on the battery load side. Very handy things. I'll show you that connected up in a second because it's backlit, much easier to see in sunlight. I'm going to use one of these as a test rig as well, and put Anderson both sides. Cigarette plug one side, cigarette socket the other. You can see obviously the power usage of various appliances you put on the load side. Here we have just some two variations of 12 volt test lights. So here's that 60 volt inline watt meter hooked up. You can see how clear that backlit LCD display is. Similar to the 5 volt model, but this gives you far more logging on the bottom left hand side there. Peak amps, peak watts, watt hours, all your totals, and when there's a load obviously you'll see the amps and the watts going through there. Other couple of interesting things I got hold of was, everyone's got a test light. The other end of this is hooked up to the negative, but what's special about this, it's a test probe. Trying to get that angle. So you can put your wire in that channel. That point will pierce the insulation, go into the conductor, so you can do inline testing, or pull it back to pierce the insulation to go into the conductor, and that gives you a visual indication. See the lights on, that's just lightly pierced the positive insulation. Or you can just expose that point, put it on the wire you're trying to ascertain whether it's positive or live or etc. Do it that way. And this is just another normal test light. Being a numbers man, I normally use the multimeter, and you're always looking at the multimeter, but it's nice to have just a visual light just to see there is actually current there. The whole point of this video was just to show, like, I saw this, I can't remember where I saw this piercing test light, This is $11. This test light, probe test light with an LED globe inside, is about $3-4. I'm just trying to say, you don't need to spend the earth on tools. You gather these things over time, find what you need, try them out from eBay. Generally these things are pretty good quality. So I'm going to test these things out over the next few months, and they will help me in testing other products as well.